So, welcome back. What we're going to do is we're going to start off the school year doing 2-point perspective. This is a very easy assignment. Most of you have already done this in middle school, probably even elementary, but we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to create our very own futuristic cityscape. We're going to start first, though, today with 2-point perspective boxes and 2-point perspective rectangular boxes, to be exact, so that you can know how to apply the city buildings. The same attributes that you use for and techniques that you use for these boxes will be the same thing that you would use to create your city buildings. So this is going to be quite easy. I'm going to go step by step, line by line with you for these boxes. And by Friday, we're going to finish working on the city, or at least drawing the city, and add color next week. So this is my pretend ruler. Sometimes I use a piece of paper just for a ruler. It does the same thing as a regular ruler, right? So I want you to lay your ruler, maybe not midway, but you can go, come on and focus. Thank you. Focus. There we go. You can go maybe a third of the way down on the paper and draw you a very light line, lightly. Do not draw too dark. You don't have to go all the way to the ends, but get kind of close to the end. Because this is called 2-point perspective, we're going to use 2 vanishing points. 2 vanishing points. And the corners of the box will converge to the vanishing points. So I think if I put my hand here, or let's choose to put some kind of object here. So maybe that will help it to stay in focus. So sorry about that. I wasn't having this problem, so I don't understand. Okay. There we go. Place 2 dots on the ends of that vanishing point. One over here to the right, and then the other over to the left. So far, so good. Let's do this and see if that helps. Nope. Almost. All right. Now we're going to start applying the building, or actually boxes. But remember that the same way we create these boxes would be the same way you would do the building. Take in our ruler now. We're going to start the first box. I'm going to put mine closest to this right vanishing point, but I'm going to use the left one too. Lay the ruler down and look at what I do first. I'm going to draw a vertical line going down under that horizon line. That will be like the sky meeting the ground, this horizon line. Come on, come on. All right. The horizon line and going up as well. Now, I did less of a line under the horizon line than I did above, okay? Please forgive this lovely technology, because she decided she wants to be blurred here and there. Well, we're going to continue to make this work, right? Our next step is to create the sides of the box, aka building. So we're going to draw lines coming from the top of each corner, left to the left vanishing point and right to the right vanishing point. Then down here to the right vanishing point and down to the left vanishing point. Choose where you want to go. I'm going to go right over to my left. I'm going to draw very lightly at first, because I don't like my lines to be too dark. So I'm going to go a little dark there, but then I'm going to get very light, if not do dash lines to that vanishing point. Okay, so you can actually almost barely see the lines that I created going to that vanishing point, but it's darker here to show the shape of my box. And this is going to be a really tall box, vertical. Most of the boxes we're going to do are going to be vertical and tall because we want to have skyscraping buildings in our futuristic city, right? Now let's go over here to the left vanishing point. I place my pencil down on that end, and then I move my ruler and point it to that left vanishing point. Going a little bit dark first, further out than this line. Notice how I went short line here, but a little further out on the left one. Then I'm going to pretend going all the way across, make sure it's hitting that dot very lightly. So the right side of this box is going to be the shorter side. Hence, I did put a shorter line there. And then on the left side, it's going to be a little longer, right? You're going to find that this is going to be easy, but it's going to be where you're going to add so many buildings that this is going to look really nice. And the futuristic part of your city will be you making up how you think, let's just say, your 2050 will look. Yep, I know, right? Okay, I'm going to the top now, over to this right vanishing point. I'm trying to line it up with the bottom of this one here, really dark, and then draw that line very lightly or place some dashes. You can almost see how this box is going to look without even having more lines right now. If you have a kind of a vivid imagination, of course. Notice that we are going to be doing some erasing, and this is why Ms. Sherman said to draw lightly. You don't want to draw too dark with the boxes or with your city at first. Okay? Now, I'm going to do something. I'm going to take my ruler now, and I'm going to close up the side of this box right here. I'm going to lay that ruler down and kind of get it even and straight up and down. Now, the tip for you today, do not slant your paper like this. Don't slant your paper as if you're writing. Keep your paper straight on the edge of that ruler on the table, or at home, you're using the edge of your desk the best you can, so that your vertical lines will literally be straight up and down like so, instead of slanted like that. So I'm going to try my best. Draw my line. This line I can do darker because I do know that it's the side of my box. There it is. Voila. And I know this is a box, but it really kind of looks like a building already, right? Yours don't? It will. Now, take your ruler now and draw a line going over from the top of the box to the left vanishing point. And remember to keep that same technique, drawing a little darker until it meets the bottom one. Okay, but then a little lighter as you go across. And if you know it's already pointing to that dot over there, you probably don't have to extend that line, right? And it's going to look like this. Where did my eraser go? There it is. Okay, so at this time, we have our top left side of the box. We have our bottom left side of the box. The top right, the bottom right. And we've closed up the side of the right side of the box. Now let's close the left side of the box, going straight down vertically, taking your ruler. And no, I do not want you to just freehand these lines. I really need straight edges with a ruler. It makes it look more professional, more crisp, much, much better. And now again, I'm going to go a little darker on this side because I know that this is ending the box. And voila. Okay. I have some lines that I don't need to have in my box. This line here going through the box, I do not need. I'm going to erase it. This is why Ms. Sherman wanted you, again, to draw lightly. Because now my line erases really well where it doesn't show. I'm going to erase the line from at the bottom, going to the bottom vantage point and the top. I'm not going to erase that horizon line right here. I might need that later. but I am going to erase the top one and the bottom one. All right. At this time, I'm going to show you how to do a box overlapping another box. That means that this box here is going to have a box behind it. All right. So the same beginning point that I did the first time, I'm going to reapply that technique. I always start with the middle center line first. That's why I put a star right there. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I put a star so that you can remember. So let's do the corner of this box. I'm going to draw a line right there above the left side of the box. It's a short line. Why? Because I don't want this line to go through the box, because this box is going to be behind, in front of the one we're drawing now. Okay? We're going to use both of the vanishing points again, yes. So we're going to draw lines from this top going down to the vanishing point, but can we to the bottom? No, we cannot. Why can we not? Because it's literally hidden behind this box in front. So we'll pretend. Let's use this line going over to the right vanishing point first. Put my eraser down and I can do that. And I'm not going to draw that long. I'm going to go really short. And I pretended I went all the way down. So this is going to be my short side. You can choose which side of the box you want to be your short side. It can be the left side or it can be the right side. Okay. Let's repeat that on the top left side of the corner of the box, going over to the left vanishing point. All right, laying that down, real careful. I am going to go a little long. I'm going to stop right here so that it doesn't hit the corner of this box. We do not want to hit the corner of the one box in front of it. So go extend it out just a little bit further, like so. And again, because this box is hidden behind, oh, well, hold on. Yes, it's hidden. So we're going to use the horizon line for the bottom of this box. So let's close up the sides. I'm going to close up the left side because I'm already on that side, right? I'm going to draw my vertical line, making sure my paper is straight on my table, not like this, but nice and straight. Place my ruler nice and straight. I'm going to draw a line down to that horizon line, that line that meets the sky and the ground. Let's repeat this strategy right over here. Drawing a vertical line going straight down. Taking your ruler, place a line going down. Oh, I had to stop right there because I don't want to go through that box, do I? No. I do not. So we have successfully created the second box. And you can tell that it's overlapping. The front box now overlaps the second one. I want to really darken this center line. So let me do that. I feel much better now. We're going to place a short square box right here. We're going to draw the corner of the box a little bit above the horizon line and a little bit below the horizon line. Look how short that is. That's because this box is going to be shorter, right? It's not going to be long. It will be shorter. The taller you want your box, the longer the first center line, corner line will be, the vertical line. The shorter you want your box, the shorter the line will be. Let's take the corners now and take them to their vanishing point. Right side to the what? Right vanishing point. I'm going to choose this right side of this box to be longer than the left. So notice I went a little bit longer than I did over here. Laying the ruler down again, pointing it on that dot to my right in the bottom corner of the square. Going the same amount of distance as this top line, pretending that it goes over. You don't have to go all the way over if you don't want to, just to help with not erasing. But just make sure that it is pointing to that vanishing point. Are you making more vanishing points? No, you're not. You're not going to pretend that there's a vanishing point here or a vanishing point there or over there. You have to choose to go to that same vanishing point each time. All right? I'm going to, for the sake of the video, I'm going to close the right side of this box before I do my left side. Just to show you that it doesn't matter the steps you do as long as you start with the center line and close the sides. Okay. Now pointing the ruler to the left vanishing point in the corner of the square box again on the left side. This line is going to be shorter, as you see there, than the right side. This is going to, maybe this will be a futuristic grocery store. It's shorter. Okay. Going to do the same thing right over here on my left side. Go the same amount of distance as the bottom line if you can, but make sure it's pointing to the vanishing point again, like I said. Closing up the left side of this box right over here. Making sure that ruler is straight up and down vertical. It cannot be diagonal, slanted. Close that line, close that box up. Unfortunately, we do now have erasing points, right? We have the right side going through the box. We need to erase that horizon line going through and on its left side. I totally like creating different boxes. They look three-dimensional. We have the front and we have the side. Now, we do not see the rooftop, right? Because we have drawn our building, boxes going through the horizon. But, excuse me, not building. I keep saying building because I know that's what we're going to end up doing. I want to now show you how to draw a box showing the lid. So we're going to do the side, right side, left side, and the what? Lid. Let me put it right here. I'm going to scoot over a little bit. I might skip over. Yeah. I'm going to use the same technique as the other ones. What do I start with? A straight vertical line. But this time it's going to be under the vanishing point. It's not going to go horizon line. It's not going to go above the horizon line. So create my vertical line. And this time it's not going to be too long, but it's going to be longer than that one over there to the left. Oopsie doopsie. There we go. There's a glare. All right. My next step is to repeat the process. Top of the line to the right vanishing point. Lay that ruler down. Point it over to the right vanishing point, corner of the right choose whether you want this side to be the short side of the box or the long. If it's going to be long, go long. If it's going to be short, go short of a distance. So do that line there. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over on the bottom to the bottom right vanishing point. I'm going to complete this side as much as I can first before I move over to the left side. But this one is going to show the lid. All right. So I got my right side. Yes, I'm ready for my left side. I guess this side over here, the left side is going to be so close to this left vanishing point. You notice that? And I'm going to do this side of the box shorter than the right. And it's really going to have an angle to it because it's so close to this vanishing point. Can you guys see that line? There we go. This one right here. Now I'm going to go over to the top one. Let's turn this off and see if we can get more. There we go. Now I'm going to take the top and go up to the vanishing point. Oops, I can't see it. All right, now I can see it. Point it on the vanishing point. Do the shortest line I can because it needs to match up with the bottom one. We're almost to the end point of that box. We're doing excellent. Now let's close the left side of the box. That is not even like I want it to be. There we go. The perfectionist me just came out. Well, the art part of me. All right. No, I can't. Now I'm going to close the right side of the box. I know, right? Like, seriously? I'm recording. Now I close the right side. You notice how I'm missing the lid? But I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. This is crooked. Let's erase. I don't like it. Be your best you and make sure that your lines are even. If it's not, erase it and make it better. All right. Here's the lid part. It's going to be a crossover effect. Isn't that perpendicular? No, maybe not. Left side, point to the left side of your box. This left side corner goes to the right vanishing point. So I'm going to lay my ruler down, point it on the left side.